Hi guys and girls, Clay from Australian Survivalism here. I'm going to talk to you today about Australians having their heads buried in the sand. Australia is one of the most urbanised countries in the world. Statistics estimate that around 40% of Australians live in just two cities, Sydney and Melbourne, while 89% live in the country's other 18 cities of 100,000 people or more. 89% live in cities. Let that sink in. Most individuals raised in these urban environments couldn't hunt, forage or grow food to save their lives. They're totally dependent on this just-in-time delivery system that's in place to stock our supermarkets on a daily basis. What if that system were to fail? For whatever reason. What could possibly be the necessity for Australians to know how to hunt, forage and grow their own food? With that in mind, have you ever really thought about where your food may come from? And if for whatever reason the trucks stop rolling, if Woolies and Coles weren't being restocked, what would happen to our society? Have you thought about what you might do if the power went out for an extended period of time? After all, there hasn't been any investment into power infrastructure. Australia would need to shut 12 of its coal-fired power stations by 2030 in order to do what the Environmental Panel on Climate Change, the IPCC, says is necessary to avoid catastrophic effects of climate change. Now, where does that leave Australians? What do they expect us to do about power if they want us to close over 50% of our power plants? Or do they just not want us to have power? What's the agenda? We already have an overstretched power grid. Have you ever sat down and seriously thought about the everyday appliances that rely on electricity? What if we were to go without power for days, weeks, months, years, for whatever reason? I can assure you that the reasons for us having to endure such a calamity are numerous and real. Here in Australia, over the last decade, we've seen food prices rise dramatically. For the middle class, we've experienced longer working hours, whilst disposable incomes are reduced due to the ever-increasing cost of living, and at the same time, household incomes remain stagnant. People are feeling ever more under pressure. Now, most Australians are blissfully unaware of the